No pukesters helping me to the left, and no pukesters helping me to the right. Didn't need them then, don't need them now.
You are the ex-champion, Olin.
Now this is the way, Tony and David, that you do the figure 4 leg lock.
I lied last week. It is actually episode number 7555 coming at you live from Cousin Tyrone's basement.
Wait, we're on 75 now?
Yeah.
Our bad,
Right.
folks. Our bad. I thought we were 76 this time.
Me too.
66666. Huh. Well, shit. Whatever it is, thanks for rocking with us through these. Huh?
Yeah. It's because of you we're able to pay for cool lighting.
Mhm.
Nah, I'm just playing.
No, it's
Y'all
not
ain't-
because of you. It's not. But we appreciate you listening anyways. Happy WWE 2K26 release day.
Oh,
It's in it'll be here at Casa de Wonder shortly because got little man's birthday this weekend and he may get an early gift. You know, that may be the early gift where we just crack it open and I whoop his ass tonight. We'll see.
oh, so you're still buying physical copies, huh?
Yeah.
You're not just downloading?
No, I buy the actual. It's like cooler. Like as a kid, it's funner to get the copy. Like he doesn't want to go downstairs and be like, oh, I got 2K26 ready on the PS5, and he'll be like, well, where's the thing? You know.
Yeah,
I'm sure
I
at
get
some
it.
point he's not going to care, but yeah, as of right now, like if I get myself a game like 2K or Madden, I just download it. But yeah,
So as a father, I get it, right? It's like
yeah.
you want the tangible thing, you want that thing you could touch.
Mm-hmm.
But as a father, I'm like, man. Now here's where you're in a good position because he ain't got to worry about a little brother or sister
Right.
going through and putting prints on things.
Yeah,
Over here-
he's the only one that does it.
As he's eating a slice of pizza.
I'm always like, this is how you take it out of the PlayStation. If there's a disc in there already, you do. Kids, man, kids. He's gonna be 8, so what do you do?
By the way, his spot 2 is gonna be a little late, so I might have to do a Sunday delivery.
Oh, it's all good. I mean, Sunday is his birthday. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's all good. Don't even worry about it.
How is planning this big thing? You told me you got a nice RSVP list. Huh?
16 now, because we your boy was playing in a little basketball league, and by your boy I mean me. And one of my wife's coworkers had asked me to like fill in weeks ago, and so I've just continued to play. Won last night, spanked the other team in the championship. That's neither here nor there, though. But he's been playing with my wife's coworker's daughter at these games. Like they play, they're the same age. And so he decided last night, hey, you want to come to my birthday party? And I was like, it's fine. And I find out afterwards, but it's all good. Actually, we're doing a little for the listeners, if you're interested in what my son's doing for his birthday party, we rented out a little room at an arcade here that he loves to go to. So we'll do that, pizza, cake, all that, The only hard part is not hard. This place used to be called Nickelcade. And back when I was a young buck, games were a nickel. Any game was a nickel. And now it's a little different. Games are different. So I'm going to load up these kids. And they don't even play with nickels anymore. They got cards, right? Like you put money on a card and the kids scan it. A lot of people probably already know this and are bored out of their minds by this story, but we're going to put $12 on each card because, as the guest list grew, I was like, okay, we got to be more realistic in what we're going to put on these cards. $12 will get you an hour and a half of play, depending on what games you play, so that'll be solid. Yeah, but it's this has been the cheapest birthday party of his so far, minus obviously the COVID year where everything got canceled and we just hung out at the house.
It's all the budget's gonna get crazy right now. Once you get to that 12, 13-year-old, they're gonna be into fashion.
Yeah.
And my son Tavian's already like, yo, Dad, I want some white Air Force Ones. I've hit because for the longest time I'm like, yo, instead of getting these knockoff Sambas, like, let's go get you some real Sambas. And he's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
And now he's like,
Now he cares.
now he's caring.
Yeah.
And like making sure his dickies are creased. I'm like, oh my man,
Dang.
all right. I gotta show him how to iron now. I'm at the part in fatherhood where I have to
that's
show him
great.
how to iron. I have to show him how to hang his stuff up and making sure
Mm.
he understands about wrinkles and whatnot. And
That's
yeah,
good.
and I'm not the most fashionable guy, you know. Like I feel that whole thing about it takes a village, you know, it really
Yeah.
does. So I'm, you know, he also is now he's really into basketball. You know, he went to his
Mhm.
first Jazz game and
Oh,
he's like,
yeah.
Dad, like I think I want to try to play basketball. So I'm like, all right, well, we got to go talk to Uncle Wonder
Yeah.
so he can show you some how to
Yeah.
post up. And
Yeah.
you know, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to go on YouTube and find some drills where he's
Yeah.
gonna be, you know, point guard drills when my man's a forward. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like so I'm gonna have Uncle Wonder and
Yeah. We got those
that-
courts, baby. It's getting
Yep,
warm
so-
outside. We'll figure it out. Yeah.
it takes a village. So your uncle duties are coming up here shortly.
Hell yeah. Can't wait. I saw the videos from the game. That was awesome. Reminded me of going to my first game, and that was in '96.
Mm.
My mom had got tickets from her work. We were high up, way high, but '96, me and my brother went. Chicago Bulls, Utah Jazz. People yelling, just giving Michael Jordan hell from the tippy top of the Delta Center, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, he cannot hear you.
Was this a playoff?
No, it was a regular
Oh,
season game. It was the one time that, you know, because the East teams will come here once, and my brother was, of course, a huge Bulls fan. So yeah, I didn't go to my first NBA game until if it was '96, I was like 10 years old.
Mm.
And then went to a bunch of Magic games prior or post Penny and Shaq. Actually, I saw Penny once the year after Shaq left. But yeah, oh yeah, man, nothing like a game, bro. And then the closer you get to, like, especially as an adult, I don't know if I would have appreciated it as a kid. I probably wouldn't have. But just people call the NBA soft these days, and you know, you get a lot of flopping and other bullshit, but man, it is like the holding, the pushing, the elbow, like it still is physical as hell. Just not, you know, Bill Laimbeer just isn't punching somebody in the face as they come through the lane. I think that's the difference.
Yeah, my son had a great time at the game, and I told him, I was like, you've been to the Delta Center 3 times. His first NBA game was the Jazz Knicks, which he's a Knicks fan, and then Disney on Ice with the family, and then he went to Raw.
Yeah.
And so I told him, I was like, well, the next time that we go, we got to go to another WWE event, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hopefully we get one.
Soon.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting anything before Mania, unfortunately, but my hope is after we get something, because I don't think they've said where they're going to be post Mania. You know, always know the Monday after Mania is in that same city usually.
Yeah.
So Vegas, and they do, you know, stuff. Yeah, it's supposed to be a hyped up show, but hopefully after that, you know, because they'll be in the area. So hopefully we get something shortly after.
How would you feel if Mania turned into like Allegiant Stadium turned into Mania Stadium, like an ongoing thing where they just hold Mania at Vegas as a staple?
Yeah.
Would you be okay with? I mean, obviously they bounce to like Saudi Arabia, obviously, because they got to fulfill their Saudi needs. But how would you feel if Mania stayed stationed in Vegas?
I think for us it's cool because it's so close, right? Like it makes it a place you can go, and you know, I know Vegas, the area, different places around there, so I wouldn't be opposed to it. I think the WWE universe would be, right, because a lot of people don't like Vegas, and to be honest, I'm one of them. The older I get, the more I'm like, I'm not trying to go to Vegas, but it would be cool just because it's a quick flight. Some people could even drive. I'll never drive to Vegas again. Like, it's been years since I did that, and I hate driving more than 45 minutes anywhere. So that drive's not for me.
The little dream needs to experience that 6-hour drive.
Nah, we've taken him in you know, road trips, if you will, Moab, different places like that, and I get irritated. So I know he will.
Yeah. Where would you like to start, man? Where would you like to start this wrestling talk?
I think we can go all over, but Do we want to? I'll ask you this, Dre. Do we want to start on a high note, or do we want to start on a low note? Because I need to talk about a bunch of things.
Let's start with the vision. Let's start with what happened with Rollins.
Okay, so that's the low note.
Yeah, man, I knew we're gonna. Hey, Michelle Obama, man, we're gonna go low,
bro. Okay, so I'm watching, and I'm like, oh wow, okay. He calls out Seth. Oh, okay, here comes Seth. And I even put it on our Instagram story. The Foot Clan men in hoodies with masks. That was the stupidest shit I've seen on WWE in a long time. That is related to a real storyline with, like, a serious storyline with top tier wrestlers in it. What was that? Like,
it was god awful. That's what it was. It was the Foot Clan meets Mario Party shell game. It's like, where did
was so stupid. Like, and so now we're to believe that Seth has if we're staying in kayfabe, we're supposed to believe that Seth just has like 20 of these mask guys with him. So then how the hell does the Vision compete? They don't, right? They don't. And I heard something afterwards. I don't remember what show it was on. I just saw the clip. But Seth talking about that he's still healing his shoulder and that he like needs another 2 weeks. So that's why they did that, to make sense of, the Vision isn't going to be able to get him. But it's like, there had to be a different way. That looked so stupid. When my son goes, what the heck is going on? That was his words. What the heck is going on? And like laughing, like thinking it looks funny. It's like, what? Why? Like, you couldn't put Seth up in the stand somewhere, right? Even just send one guy down in a mask or two. But you got 20 guys. Ooh, ooh, whoa, whoa. Like, what the fuck was that? That was god awful.
We can't hit home runs every time. This is one of those misses. The new trend right now on the internet is when they do the top 10 worst, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
this might be a good 6 or 7.
This is definitely up there.
This is awful, man. It was awful. I don't know what, and we'll never get the answer to. I mean, you gave us an answer, but in kayfabe, they're not gonna be like, I got my Foot Clan with me.
Yeah,
and this ain't. If they all come out and Seth is like in the middle of the Titantron and they're behind him and they all walk to the ring, this is gonna be. Ah, man, it's a bad view. It's a bad view, man. They can't do the Slim Shady stand.
Yeah. My name is, or
yeah.
No, what was it? What was it when he came out with all the?
It was Stan. Wasn't it?
No.
Oh no, it was
real
Slim Shady.
Yeah, real Slim Shady. Yeah,
real hip hop.
But yeah, so this just leads us to believe, as we get past the stupidity of that little segment, that it's just going to be Paul. We're going to run back Paul and Seth at Mania, right? Like,
no, I see. This is where I'm confused because I put down the Vision versus the Usos.
Well, no, that's right. Yes, but they didn't do anything with that on Monday. That was the Monday prior, where we were led to remember, because Jay comes back. He had saw some shaman or some wizard to heal him of his injuries from when he got thrown into the ambulance.
Yeah.
So I thought that too, but there was nothing last night. And it's not like they have to touch on these things every time, but you would have thought there would have been some kind of something. So I don't know. I think this upcoming Monday we'll get more answers on where this goes. But it just, to me, it feels like Paul against Seth again. And maybe Breaker comes out and destroys Seth. I don't know, to be honest with you. But the injuries haven't helped this storyline at all. I think we talked about injuries last week and another injury this week.
Jordan Grace,
yeah. Anyway, I'm kind of, my temperature's cool on this one, on the Rollins Foot Clan against the Vision.
Paul Heyman can't just let him get squashed like that. Like when Paul Heyman got put through a table, his tribal chief avenged him. He came back with hell.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Heyman getting stomped like that, like he has to bring the fire to Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's Paul. I don't think it's Logan Paul. Like, come on.
So maybe do you think they switch and they go Lesnar Rollins?
It has to be the Beast. It has to be the Beast, or it's Breaker. But is Breaker ready? It has to be the Beast or Breaker. That's the only people that make sense to really give Rollins the beating that he deserves on what he,
Yeah.
It's not Logan Paul.
Yeah, you're right. I hope not. I mean, Logan Paul's a great wrestler, but like I said, we already saw that, and we don't need it again with the Foot Clan attached this time.
Tremendous athlete.
Yeah.
I guess tremendous heel too, because we don't like him, right?
Yeah. Yeah. He's trying to box NFL players, and then WWE's like, hey, no. Like, what are you doing? Listen, we can't have you get injured too.
Bro, I don't really believe that either. Like, I think that was a cop-out. I think he really doesn't want to fight a real, not just any NFL player. The guy he called out knocked out Adrian Peterson.
Le'Veon Bell. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bell.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want those problems, bro. Don't play.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Adrian Peterson, he's not a boxer. that was just a thing. Le'Veon Bell has boxed. And he's got some screws loose for sure. It's like him and Antonio Brown, those two Steelers players are just off their rockers. Where else do we want to go? I don't know where you go ahead.
I was just gonna say I had a note about Danhausen.
Danhausen?
Danhausen.
Mm-hmm.
At first I've never been a big Danhausen guy. I think he has a cool gimmick. I think he's funny. He has a cool look. I think merchandise looks cool. He has nice shirts. But I don't want to see him every week. And I don't want the same you're cursed every week. And I don't want it to be such a gimmick that we see it coming every week.
Okay.
I don't want to see it. I mean, it's the same thing with let's say a squash, right? Like a Lesnar. Every week we know, Lesnar's gonna squash him. Same thing with Oba Femi right now. We're gonna get a squash match with Oba Femi. Like, I'm all right. I get it. You guys did it, but I don't want to see that every week. Jey Uso. I don't want to see a yeet every week. I don't want to see the rollback every week.
Well, you can't.
We see these things coming. Like, cool, Danhausen, you're cursed, but let's probably pump the brakes on overusing this guy.
At this moment, I like it because it's only been 2 weeks, but he's been on. And the booze that he came out to have that flip, and now the crowd is chanting, when he says it, cursed, right? My son's all in. This is for the kids. This is not, and some of it's very funny. I find him entertaining. I am excited to see when he actually has a match, and I almost feels like that may be a Miz thing, right? Because we got Dom, Judgment Day, breakup with Finn, so I think he's out of that. I did love the curse on Americano, and then he just doesn't come out. But I think the Miz Danhausen is going to be like going to Mania. We're going to have that storyline. He's been pretty entertaining to me. And the thing is, if it was maybe longer segments, I'd be like, okay, here we go. But they're so quick back, in the backstage area, quick, boom, hits it, disappears. So I can see it getting stale after a while, but I'm all in right now.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not over it. I just don't want them to burn him out. I don't want them to burn this gimmick out.
Well, it's one of the best things I have going right now.
Oh, damn. Is that saying something?
And he gets it from a social media perspective, staying at like I started following him, you know, just because my son wanted to see his videos.
Yeah.
But he's on it. He is whatever he's doing, it's up there. You know, and I don't think the segment was on television, but I saw where he's throwing t-shirts out to the crowd, you know, making fun of Michael Cole for a second, or not Michael Cole. Who was the other host? Anyways, and that was entertaining to me, you know.
Wade Barrett?
No, what's the other dude's name?
Uh.
My mind just went blank. Wow, this is bad. I've had so many
Testator?
I've had so many calls today.
Not Testator.
Nah,
The younger guy that allegedly kicked himself in the ass because he complained about going to NXT.
yeah.
I forget his name.
Wow,
We're awful. We're awful.
Take this. We don't even watch wrestling.
Uh,
Anyway, I thought that was fun, and so I don't think to this point they need to pump the brakes because it's just he's very popular,
all right.
and we saw them even when you and I, and most people thought that Jey Uso was just like being overused. Was he not yeeting and people loved him?
Yeah, bro, this is still going on.
Yeah, kind of. Let's get to let's just, you know, we can hop around everywhere, but I think that leads us into the end of Monday night, where your boy came out. You know, he's like, he's like to be original acting level, like just so bad, man, so bad, and you just don't believe him. But imagine if that's really how he is when he gets upset. How awkward would it be? You know what I mean? Like you're like, oh, Jay's upset.
No, apologize. Oh.
Jimmy was so good.
Yeah.
You know, and Jay, it was like, ugh. But I want to get your take on this. So Punk, in a sense, I mean, he doesn't apologize. He gets hit by Jay. Are we getting the bloodline back together? Is WWE saying, okay, this was the hottest thing going for a long time, and I think maybe we need it?
Well, I want to tie in my answer for this, and I want to go back to Danhausen just a little bit.
I want Dan alone. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I want Danhausen to play into the fourth wall and break the fourth wall on some Deadpool-ish and be like, I'm cursing the WWE. I'm cursing the WWE for recycling, for everything, the fumbles everything. And I want them, because that's exactly what we're doing. The WWE is like, oh, we're fumbling here, we're fumbling there, everything's crumbling. Let's go back to the bloodline. Let's go back to something that is gonna get the people back. How do we get the people back? Let's put the original bloodline back together. Sami isn't doing nothing. The Usos already dropped the belts. Where they dropped the belts, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. No, they have them, right?
Yeah, they have them.
They have the belts.
That's why we don't know who the hell they're facing.
Yeah.
It's not even part of the story.
But let's go back to what was working. Okay, it's the bloodline. Let's get Sami back. How does that work? I don't know, but I think
I feel like Sami stays on his own thing. Because we got weird shit going on with Sami, and I don't know where they're going with him. But for Mania, because obviously he has to be there. But you know, the talking to Cody before the match on Friday was, I don't know, it's just a weird. And then he gets was it Cross? No, I call him Cross. Wow, we are on a roll.
Alistair Black.
Yeah, Black, and you know, maybe that's the next feud. I hope not, but anyway, yeah, I just feel like the band's getting back together. The real OG bloodline, minus. Well, I guess Solo wasn't a part of it. It was just the Usos. And Roman. So
I love Punk standing 10 toes down, not apologizing, bringing up their Cinca and telling the history there. And I love them calling out Roman Reigns too. Like, oh, so it's okay when he does it, but when I do it, it's a problem.
Yeah. And this is where it's going to be interesting because obviously Punk is such an over baby face, but people love Roman. So which side are the is the WWE universe going to pick?
Oh, Punk's going heel all day.
You
because
think? Yeah.
Roman without even wanting to, and we know he rides a line, and not even rides a line. We know he's in it for himself. People don't care. It's Roman Reigns. It's your tribal chief. Once he hit that God mode, he can do no wrong.
Well, yeah, I agree. It's just, people need to figure out what they want. I don't want to be chanting Punk, and then every time Roman comes around, it's like the Tony Yayo, "I know you don't love me" song. I know you don't love me. You ain't the same when Jay-Z's around. Like quit homie hopping out here.
What does happen with Punk though? And I mean, he now the Usos, who he said are his friends, obviously they ain't friends no more.
Yeah,
they're not homies no more. At least not right now in this series or this season of the saga of the WWE. Who's gonna have Punk's back?
Yeah, does he roll solo? Like who legitimately does? Cody's wrapped up in something else.
Historically, Punk never rode truly solo. He always went and got help, whether if it was a Good Brother or a Shield.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought about this as we were talking. The two main events, theoretically, which I think both of them will be, Cody, Randy, both baby faces, and then Punk, Roman, both baby faces. It's interesting. All the heels are gone, huh? All the top heels are hurt or gone, and people just love Brock, so we got to do the open challenge.
Your top heel lost his title. Cursed.
That's true.
Yeah, like this is exactly why people were upset about Cody winning on Friday. Because man, McIntyre just got it.
I guess Drew is the best heel, right? Him and Dom.
He is.
Yeah.
Right now, yeah.
But we're going to get him and Jacob. So
when we're talking about top level, Dom's not top level yet. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like he's still on the IC title, mid-card title. But when you're talking about top level, McIntyre is the biggest heel.
Yeah. I do love that because Dom for the longest was just kind of like he's a cheater, in the ring and with his women. And like people booed him because they hated him, but then people started to like him, and I like what they did with turning on Finn because it kind of puts him back in that nasty heel role. And I'm with it. I love Dom, as you know, one of my favorites. Minus the mustache is just repugnant, but it goes with the character.
Yeah, no, Dirty Dom is the guy. He is. He's good. I felt bad for Finn. Finn is doing nothing but speaking the truth, and Judgment Day didn't like to hear it.
Yeah. We're a couple weeks out. I mean, I have more notes but I just want to ask you a Mania question.
Yes.
So right now, as it stands, we don't know who the opponent for Lesnar is. A lot of people are saying Oba Femi, which I think we talked about this last week. If you put Oba against him and Oba just loses, what does that do for Oba? If Oba wins, it's maybe too early, right? Because Brock isn't done wrestling yet. Oba Rusev match, I actually enjoyed it. Thought it was going to be a squash, but Rusev got a lot of offense in, so that was cool. With that said, nothing for Brock yet. Nothing for Gunther yet. And it seems like, we thought it was going to be Uso's vision, but I keep leaning on it's going to go back to Rollins and Paul. So 3 big stars. You count the Usos together. One big, Usos, Lesnar, Gunther. Nothing set up yet. I guess, what do you think? Gunther, are we still sticking with Gunther Ray?
Nah, I think I honestly think it might be Oba Gunther. I don't know how we get there.
Yeah, that's
but I think it doesn't hurt either one of them to get pinned, to be honest with you. It does hurt Oba if he gets put to sleep though. I think it hurts Oba if he gets put to sleep.
Yeah.
But
hell yeah, it does.
So I don't know what that looks like. Maybe it is a Dragon Lee interference. Maybe it is something where he causes Gunther the win.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know, but then that keeps Dragon Lee and him going.
Yeah, we don't need that.
But I do think Vision Usos is happening.
Okay.
I think that happens, and I think that's the thing too. And you just said that Rollins needs 2 weeks. Is that enough time to heal up to go up against the Beast? Because you know he.
Can you imagine
if he's not all the way back, being healed, he is going to get injured, and Lesnar is probably going to put him out another 6 weeks.
Yeah, because like, oh, okay, you're back from injury. Welcome. Okay, well, here's 13 suplexes.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, and this is the one thing about us having such a long road to WrestleMania where we don't have a PLE. They're just going to have to make these stories happen, and some of them they're doing a good job. I loved Rhea Jade. They're back and forth in the ring on Friday.
Oh,
I'm not mad at it being Cody Randy. I think that's a much better story. A lot of people are pissed off at the way they got there, but whatever. Would you honestly rather have Randy Drew? Maybe that's easier for Randy to go over. But I think the story's better with Randy Cody.
Oh man, think about Randy hitting a punt on McIntyre though.
Yeah.
Randy can't punt Cody.
No, it's going to be an RKO. And I hope Randy wins it. That'd be pretty dope. Get 15 or whatever it is he's chasing. What else did I want to go with? Stuff leading up. Jacob Drew will be cool. Both those guys are great. Priest, R-Truth. They're the number one contenders for the MFT's tag championship. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
It just feels like we substituted Priest or Miz for Priest. Like, what was this, a year ago or 2 years ago when they won their tag titles? Awesome Truth or whatever. But something for Priest to be in, that isn't an Aleister Black storyline. So that's good. We have such a big card with Mania where it's like, I feel like there's still, feels like we have some answers, and some answers have been in stone for a little while. And then there's just a bunch of mystery for everything else.
Do we get OG Americano versus fake Americano?
We have to.
Mania?
We have to. We have to, because one of them needs to not be that character anymore. Because it's too much. And I said, I hope it's the new Americano that stays with the mask. The other one gets unmasked. Like, why? Like, that just is perfect. Get Gable back as Chad Gable. So maybe he can avenge his death against the Wyatt Six,
Oh yeah, I mean, they get something has to be shaken up a little bit there too.
Yeah. What else do we have? Bayley. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you touched on Jade Rhea promo real quick. I wanted to go there. Leading up to Mania, I think we all are excited to see that, especially after this latest promo where Jade cut a great promo, but the rebuttal from Rhea, where she literally told her that, you might be bigger than me, you might look flashier than me, you might have more muscles than me, but I really do this.
Yeah, your body is built for aesthetics, mine's for battle, or whatever she said. That was dope.
Yeah, Rhea let it be known that, you're cute, but I am here, and I'm going to take it to a level that you don't want to go.
Yeah, Rhea's winning. Unless they find a way for someone to screw her over, but who that is, I have no idea, but Rhea's winning.
Rhea is here, bro, and Jade is, she's going to know. She's going to know who mommy is.
Yep. I did want to bring up Bayley getting an IC title shot. She'll lose, and then who knows what we do for Bayley at Mania again. Maybe this just becomes a thing where it's like, oh, Bayley doesn't have a Mania match.
I put on my notes. Bayley looked great.
She did. Yeah, she looked amazing. But AJ Lee's not losing that. We're going to have something at Mania with AJ Lee in that title. It would be dope to do a fatal 4-way match for the IC title. Get like a couple of women in there just to showcase their skills, and maybe like, I don't know. Is it Bayley and AJ and Becky and Lyra?
Ooh, that
I'd
sounds
be fine
fun.
with that. Yeah, I'd be good with that. Just don't have it be a no holds barred where Lyra has to put on zip ties or whatever it was and puts her hand
Yeah.
back through them. Let's not do that again. Let's just a classic ladder. Give me a classic ladder for that IC title.
Oh, if you get a ladder match, man, I need Sol Ruka in the mix. I need Sol Ruka in there somewhere. I don't know how you get her there.
I feel like they're waiting to bring her until she'll be like the Mania after Raw, or the Raw after Mania.
Mm.
But I'd love for her to be in Mania. She's incredible. But I just kind of feels like we haven't seen her yet,
Yeah.
So maybe it's after.
Soon.
Mm-hmm.
What else? What else you have in your notes?
What else I got? Penta beating the new Americano. We already talked about him, Danhausen cursing OG Americano, which was funny. It's funny because Chad Gable, his Spanish level is just so low, right?
Yeah, it is. Ludwig, he probably
speaks fluent Spanish,
Yeah.
That's all. That always cracks me up. But where do we think we go with Penta? Is it going to be like do we get again, IC title? Do we get like a triple threat with him, Dom, and Finn? Or do we think Dom and Finn is the match and then Penta we got to find something else for?
Yeah, I think Penta is something else. I think you leave the Judgment Day storyline by itself. You let them have their own conclusion. And Penta, who is it? To be honest with you, you could put anybody on that mid card, and I think I'd be happy.
Oh,
is it Javon?
Wait a minute. Also, I think they're playing Javon.
Oh, yeah, man.
Dude's on, what is it, main event now? What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be back. But light bulb just went off. Gunther is beating the brakes off of a luchador named Dragon Lee. Why not Gunther Penta? We don't have anything for Gunther. I'd love that. And they will beat the brakes off each other.
They will, but how do you get how does Penta can't drop the belt already?
No, but we can end it in some interference that causes Gunther the match.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. Penta Gunther.
It'd be fun. Because really I'm just trying to find something for my king in Mania season. Okay.
Hey, I'm not mad at it because there's not a bad Penta match and there's never a bad Gunther match.
Yeah. You know what I just recently watched and I had never watched it. I had just seen clips. And now I forget what they called her, but when Chelsea wrestled Penta.
Oh, yeah.
That was fucking insane.
She took some heavy bumps.
And chops. Like
Penta was not gentle at all.
What a match. But yeah, I'm down Penta Gunther. That'd be something. I mean, does it make sense to have the IC title? But I think it makes sense where Penta comes out and, shows love to his lucha bro, if you will. Mm-hmm. Not his actual lucha bro, but
I want to throw some love to Ivy Nile. Ivy Nile showed up and showed out. You see how long she held that suplex?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And a surprising who'd she eliminate again? Not my mind.
Io.
Yeah. Yeah, surprise Io eliminator. So cool.
Very a very high competitor for Wrestler of the Week for me.
There you go.
Very high. But
go.
Just salute to Ivy Nile, man. She got a great look. I want to see that American Made entrance go bye-bye. Let's just have her go.
Because there is no more American Made. We've gone through this, like they're just wasting the Creed brothers.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
In a division that needs the help. Let's go. Put the Creed brothers on. What are we doing?
I still need that Cody Creed brothers faction.
Cursed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. That would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but can you see the Creed brothers go on platinum blonde though?
Hell yeah, I can.
Oh, geez.
Do it. Come out in their, American Nightmare clothing. You just need to add one more person to that mix. I don't know who that is, but we can get there.
Gargano.
Ugh, that poor guy.
He needs the help.
How about that on SmackDown? Like you legitimately thought, okay, now he's going to turn it around. And like the wrestling, like the guys who were such an NXT, his era of NXT loved him and really want to push for him. And then you think, oh, okay, they're going to give him some mojo back, if you will. And then Oba comes out and it's like, shit.
Puts him through the ring.
Yeah.
Candice LeRae just looking like, damn, what did I do? Like she might be leaving him.
You gotta get your shit together, brother.
Yeah. Come on, player.
Yeah.
I did like Mello versus Dr. Wagner Jr. That was fun.
Yeah.
Wagner Jr. can go.
The son of Dr. Wagner. Yeah, that was cool. I'd never watched him. I need to watch more AAA. I always forget when it's on. I mean, you can go back and watch them on YouTube, but I just always forget.
Oh, trust me, I'm the same way.
Yeah. Not like there isn't enough wrestling throughout the week, you know?
Yeah, I was talking to my homeboy Lucas. You met Lucas, Canadian Lucas, out there in Toronto.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to him, and he was like, yo, are you catching AEW? And I'm like, man, I want to. It's just literally, I forget. Like, yeah. I don't know if it's just not in my face as much as the WWE.
Right.
I just forget that they have a Wednesday and a Saturday show.
Yeah, it's a lot. I catch the clips of AEW because I just don't have time to watch it.
I did catch the Hardy Boys last night on TNA. They won.
I
don't know who they were fighting, but they got a win.
I saw.
Yo, and by the way, I think this is the first time I've ever seen Jeff Hardy win by submission.
That's what I was just gonna say. I saw his new submission.
I was like, oh, okay, Jeff. And
you got to do it because you can't just be swantoning off of all the. You're in your. How old are they? 50? 50? They got to be in their 50s.
Jeff's 48. Jeff's about to be 49.
Jeff is 8 years older than me.
Yeah, Jeff's 48. He'll be 49, and then Matt is 52, I believe, 53.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, and but he put homeboy to sleep. And do you think he left without doing a swanton? No, he got up there and hit a swanton before he left.
The people in the back are like, God damn it,
Jeff, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Hardy Boys.
Yeah,
we do need to get them back to the main roster so they can be inducted and hear that dong and get inducted and have a proper farewell.
Yeah, I feel like their last run in WWE was really good. Like when they came out, they were announced, or when it was the Fatal 4-Way tag match.
What, the New Day?
And the New Day announced them when you thought it was the New Day. That was a good run for them, and that felt like it was late. Like, okay, these guys are getting older. And then they even had a cool run after that, like with the Wyatts and all that. But yeah, I mean, you can bring him back, but I don't know if it's needed. Just throw him in the Hall of Fame next year, 2 years.
Oh man, give him a proper send off, man. The tag division's shit anyway. Like, what are we doing?
Okay, well, I guess, but then what? We just keep having the Creed brothers in the back.
Why don't the Hardy Boys put him over?
Well, I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't mind doing it, but as you've seen from our guy, I want to shout him out. Hold on, I don't want to say the wrong thing. If you're a fan of wrestling, which if you're listening to this and you're not, I don't know what the hell you're doing.
Creep.
But let me find this dude because this guy is amazing. Elite. Oh, sorry. He spells it weird. ELEETS wrestling on Instagram. He does these videos of like what creative, pretending to be the folks in the back at creative, Triple H, just whoever's back there. And he does an amazing job recapping everything that you watched on Raw or SmackDown, or even like planning for stuff that's coming up. But that seems very much so like something like when it happens, he'll be like, oh, we do have we've got the Creed brothers back here, but let's just go ahead and bring the Hardys back. I love when the AEW thing. What does he say? Ain't anybody watching, but obviously any is an A, but anybody, I'll get it. Watch this guy on Instagram. All right. It's fucking Friday. I've been in a meeting since 8 a.m. and won a championship last night. Basketball. My mind's a little slow today, so I apologize to you all. I think Fridays are going to be our new day, though, of recording.
It's working.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, it's working. What else? What else? You touched on it, but I do want to give it a little bit more breathing. Javon Evans. Are we mishandling Javon? Why are we putting him next to Kofi? Is this going to lead up to a Kofi Javon feud?
Maybe like maybe because what else are we going to do with Javon right now? Because I can see how amazing of a match and how fun it would be to have like Javon Trick at Mania, but I don't think you do that. I think that you save those type of things for a little bit later, like future Manias, right? When those guys are the two of them and Oba and Braun Breaker at the top of WWE, you know?
Yeah.
So it wouldn't hurt. It doesn't hurt them. I just don't know. Like, what did they say on Monday? Like, oh, you got the night off or something. Go ahead. And he was like all excited about it, which is like what a kid would do, right? He's still 21. So he's maybe just playing that character. But also, I just want to see him wrestle.
Exactly.
Selfishly.
I agree 100%. I just don't want them to fumble Javon and not use not use him to his full potential and literally he's a highlight film, like a highlight reel. Like let him be that for you guys. Give him those matches, you know?
But do you, like you and your Danhausen thoughts, do you become desensitized to him flipping over the ropes?
No, because he's not a gimmick.
No, that is his gimmick. That is his gimmick.
That's not a gimmick. He wrestles.
Yeah.
Man, that's not a gimmick.
I mean, a gimmick's a gimmick.
A gimmick is him if he was coming out and he was always doing 6'7". If he was always doing this in the camera, then that would be tiring. But him kicking ass isn't.
I agree. But it is a gimmick.
Do you?
Doing flips is a gimmick.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
All right, whatever.
Because if all of a sudden Brock Lesnar started doing that shit, you'd be confused. Because his gimmick is
he breaks his neck
shit
when he
out
flips.
of people and breaking people in half.
Yo, his shooting star spreads, man. Come on.
Yeah, that could have been the end of him in
We're
wrestling.
Hey, side note, I was watching. Oh my goodness, who was it? He plays for. Oh my gosh, who does he play for? The Lakers? I forget who it was. He was an NBA player. He was having an interview, and he was like, "Oh no, he plays on the Nuggets," because he was talking about Joker. He was like, "Joker is the best player I've ever seen in my life." He's like, "I've never seen Jordan play live," and it hit me, bro. I was like, "Holy smokes!" We're in a generation where people have never seen Michael Jordan play.
Yeah,
we're in a generation where people's never seen Triple H wrestle. Scott Hall wrestle.
Trey, we're getting old.
They don't know who Emerald is.
Who?
Emerald Lagasse.
I thought you said Emerald. I'm like, I don't know.
Emerald.
Like my son has a friend whose mom's name is Emerald. But
she probably makes great bread.
I don't know. I have to ask.
She sounds like she makes great muffins. And she has like all the great baking.
Her name is Emerald, not Emerald.
I know Emerald.
Oh, okay.
Emerald is an old. What I'm getting at, it's an old lady's name.
Oh, okay.
Emerald. But yeah, man, when I was watching that interview, I was like, oh my gosh, man, we're in a generation where a lot of our favorite wrestlers, people have never seen wrestle live.
Yeah. Well, think about this in human terms, where like, you know, and I don't know if you see this as much in other states. It's probably yes, because you have to be 21 to drink, right? But like, I remember like when I first turned 21 in Utah, we have what's called liquor stores, for those who aren't aware, because they don't sell regular liquor in the grocery stores. But going to the liquor store has a little calendar. You must be, you know, born before this date. Well, now, Dre, those dates are in the 2000s. We were out here doing all kinds of things before these kids were born that can now buy alcohol. So yes, it does make sense. It makes me disgusted, and it pisses me off that people don't do their research on certain things when they like to talk about it, or you know, or are even a part of it, right? Like I would say, like if you're a professional basketball player, like how have you not seen these people play? Like how have you not just watched videos on them, like the greats, right? So It is weird and it does suck, but I guess that's just a part of getting older.
Yeah, I did my research, man. I was a Dr. J fan. That wasn't our generation, but I had to see who influenced a guy like MJ. You know, I watched Magic to see where the influence did come from.
Yeah.
You know?
And also a lot of the young people, they have no attention span either. And like they don't have to because everything is so quick now.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I used to rent VHS tapes from, you know, video stores, video rental stores. Now you tell a kid, you know, that you used to do that and they're like, they can't they don't get it.
They don't know
their video store, they have to hit a button.
Yeah, they don't know what Beacon Rewind means. Yo, speaking of, oh my gosh, I gotta tell you. Look, last night we're having family talk. We're having family discussion. And my oldest, right? He's like, Dad, can you order movies off of Amazon? I was like, son, that's called streaming. Of course. Any movie you want. Boom. You can just put it in, you watch it. He goes, no. I mean, can you order, he meant to say digital. It's supposed to say digital. Like that. I was like, what the hell? What? Yes. And he had me dying. He had the whole family laughing. No lie. Like almost peed ourselves laughing the way he said it.
So he wants a physical copy, but like Blu-ray or what?
Exactly. He going back to ordering the game, right? He wants the physical thing.
Yeah.
He's like, can I order? He meant a DVD pretty much, right?
Yeah.
And it was just, the digital. I was like, oh my gosh. All right. This is hilarious. But he was saying he was getting frustrated with me because I'm like, yeah, that's what Amazon is. You can order any digital movie off of Amazon. You can stream it right there.
Yeah. But he wants the cop. I will say this, as I've been like rearranging stuff in my basement, going through stuff, throwing stuff away, you know, putting stuff in places it needs to go. There's something to having a physical copy of a movie or whatever it is. And that's for like the extras. Because if you remember, like, I would say like late 90s, early 2000s, to get people to buy the releases that came out, they would put a ton of extra shit on those DVDs and Blu-rays. And I've got some where it's like just, you know, and I'm sure you can find them on YouTube, but it's just not the same when you're like, you watch the movie and you can just like watch the outtakes of, you know, 40-year-old virgin or like even like commentary on the stuff when you're a real nerd like me and you like get into horror films and like you want to know like kind of what the director was thinking, you know, or what the guy who wrote it was thinking. Like you get all that in one spot. I don't got to go to watch the movie, go to YouTube, you know, just right there.
Growing up, I would watch like the director's cut on things, not understanding what director's cut means.
Yeah.
And when like the movie comes out on like you know, you watch like an older movie, right? Yeah. And you watch the director's cut, and then nowadays you watch it on like regular cable,
TNT, AMC, TBS, USA.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the ending will be different because I'm so used to the director's cut.
Yeah.
It felt like a Mandela effect where I'm like, no, that's not how I remember the movie ending.
Oh, no doubt. There's a lot of them like that. Yeah. And then sometimes I wouldn't even realize I was buying the director's cut. Like I would just buy whatever, like especially in horror films. And the thing with horror films, early 2000s to mid 2000s, the director's cut is just full of just nasty shit. More nasty shit and sex. That's what it was. Yep. That's the director's cut.
Yep.
Which for, you know, 18-year-old kid, let's get that DVD.
Yep. That's why we went straight for that one.
Yeah.
Did we ever find out what movie Liv Morgan was in? Because I know she mentioned that she went to go film a movie. Yeah. But I don't think we ever found out what the movie was.
Let's get IT on it.
We knew Roman.
Bad Lieutenant Tokyo. So there was a movie called Bad Lieutenant.
It's already came out?
No. This one isn't out. The other one is out, I believe. Yeah, Bad Lieutenant is old, I think.
Whatever it is, sounds like it's going straight to DVD.
Probably. Bad Lieutenant Tokyo. Thriller. Directed by Takashi. Let's see when that comes out.
I am excited to see Street Fighter, though.
Could be good. Could be a pile of dog shit, but we'll see. Yeah, she finished her scenes in May. I don't see a release date yet.
Coming up on a year. It should be we should have a release date here
Bro,
soon.
sometimes films just take forever to come out. Yeah, unless it's already out, I don't see anything here. Yeah, Lieutenant Tokyo release date is, it just says sometime in 2026. Produced by Neon, so it's going to be pretty funky. The Neon films are like, they're like a cheaper A24, it feels like, and so they go kind of little balls to the wall on some of them.
We're going to watch Hopper before we head over to Nickel Mania tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that looks good. There's a new horror film I really need to see that everyone is saying is scary as shit. And hold on, let me get the name of it because now I forgot. Because that's just what I've been doing today, just forgetting literally everything I'm about to talk about. It is called Undertone. So a lot of people, I had a few friends that have seen it and said, "Holy shit!" Gave me that creepy vibes of Hereditary, but not necessarily with jump scares. So I'm like, "Oh, cool."
Everybody references Hereditary.
Hereditary is terrifying. It's it's the scariest movie I've seen in my life. Have you seen it? Did you watch it?
I'm gonna rewatch it.
Yeah.
Yo, I just watched. I don't know if I told you, but I watched your movie recommendation about the two missionaries.
Oh,
It's not necessarily a horror movie. It's more, I feel like a thriller. I forget what it's called.
With Hugh Grant.
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh man, that was a great movie.
Yeah,
that was a solid movie that I feel like a lot of people didn't talk about.
Yeah, that was really good. The and the ending is like totally leads you to interpretation, like what happened. Heretic was the name of it.
Yeah, it made me want to go read the Quran. Okay.
So hold on, you didn't think Hereditary was scary?
I don't remember it, to be honest with you.
Jesus Christ, because it just is. I don't get scared. And,
all right, Macho
and that was
Man.
one where like I legit had a hard time going to sleep because it is very disturbing.
Hey, whip.
Watch it, bitch. Watch it tonight. You and wifey. Lights off. Okay. Okay. All right. This is coming from a guy who told me, what was the show you told me to watch? Like the where they were like doing a ghost
what you talking about?
Investigation in a house. There's like 8 of them that have been made. You're like, oh, the first one's scary. And it was dog shit.
First one was scary.
It was dog shit. It was boring and it was dog shit. So don't you tell me Hereditary, which is legitimately one of the scariest films ever made, isn't scary. If you don't, especially if you don't even remember it. If you don't remember it, I don't think you watched it.
I'm ready for Barbarian 2.
Are they doing that?
I don't know, but I love Barbarian 1 was fire.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. Yeah.
All right.
We've got almost an hour.
Yeah, let's go with the wrestler of the week. Who did you got? Who did you got?
I mean, it was hard for me because the matches, like I enjoyed the gauntlet match with the women for the IC #1 contender. But I think just you have to give it to Cody on my end because he beat Drew. He's going to headline WrestleMania against Randy. Gives us a much more interesting storyline heading into there, them two being buddies, and Randy's quest for the title, number 15. So I'm going to go with Cody this week. Honestly, I didn't feel like there was a ton of amazing wrestling or just stuff that was like, oh damn. I think my favorite match, surprisingly, was Oba and Rusev, just because I thought it was going to be something it wasn't. But I enjoyed it. I know some people thought that it was a squash, which it wasn't. Squash, I saw people on Twitter saying it was a squash. I'm like, it's not a fucking squash. Rusev got a ton of offense in, like more offense than anyone's gotten in on Oba since he's come up, which isn't saying a lot, but still. But anyways, yeah, going with Cody. Cody Rhodes. Something. Shout out to Santos too, who sent me a video from the gym today, not of him himself, but of the song that was playing, and it was Cody's theme song at the gym, at his actual gym.
Really? Salute. What was it, like a local gym or is this like a Vasa?
No, it's Planet Fitness. PF, baby.
All
PF
right.
gang. PF gang.
Salute. Yeah, I'm echoing you. I think Cody Rhodes, and when you get that undisputed title around your waist again, you beat McIntyre. Nothing really else was shaking. I think, not to give him a layup, but it was kind of a layup week for Cody Rhodes. As I mentioned earlier, I thought Ivy Nile had a really good performance. I think Ivy Nile has signs of being somebody that they could push on the mid card, and I would love to see her go for that IC title or the U.S. Women's title. But I think with Cody winning that belt, it just edged him out over her for the rest of the week for me.
It's kind of hard not to give it to a guy who won the top championship in the company.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
But, you DJing somewhere, and then is it going to be like UFC 778 best card ever, or is that?
So no UFC this weekend, and no fight. Well, actually, we do have a fight. We have MG Valinga. She is fighting again for the Intercontinental title in El Paso, Texas for
It's called the Intercontinental?
Yes.
Cool.
They call it the Intercontinental title. I'm not sure with boxing. There's so many titles and so many divisions.
Sure.
It was announced that it was a UBO, but I think I seen a thing where the UBO title isn't the Intercontinental title. So I'm not sure exactly what title it is, but she's fighting for a belt this Saturday. You can watch it on let me see what the website. You can watch it on bxng.tv. And yeah, I really hope she gets this win. She's been preparing really hard for it, and she's planting that Utah flag in Texas. So
nice.
All props to MG. We also had Fierce Fighting Championships 10-year anniversary last weekend, and my guy Mike Jones won.
You gotta stop.
Yep. Yeah. Mike Jones.
Oh.
He got that. All right. He got that win. Mauro Gutierrez got a win as well. And man, I got to converse with a lot of fighters. I don't want to say took a turn with like my focus on content, but I kind of went away. Now I don't want to say this because somebody's gonna take this and be like, "Oh, he turned his back on us." No, I've been a part of the Utah music scene, specifically hip hop scene, for a very long time. And I gotta tell you, I've been in the MMA scene since 2006, since one of my really good friends, Kofi, introduced me to the local scene. And there's something that the fighters do that I haven't seen the music scene do, and that's really bet on themselves and be disciplined. And that's something that I really take from these fighters is their discipline, but two, their humbleness. There's so much humbleness in this fight scene. I have never been disrespected by a fighter, a guy that could kill me if he wanted to.
Right.
And I have been disrespected many a times from fighters that I could kick their ass. And that's not saying much.
Rappers.
You know what I mean?
Rappers.
Yeah, exactly. And it's
you said fighters because I'm like,
whoa. Hey,
chill.
Artists.
You mean rappers?
Artists.
You mean rappers?
Yeah. Specifically rappers. But yeah, just really good humans, man, and guys and girls that are truly, putting their best foot forward to get them to the highest level. And I find that extremely motivating and inspiring. And so I just wanted to salute all the fighters that are really going in on this thing. And I just confirmed the interview tomorrow morning with a top dog that has been out of the game for a year due to a suspension, but Kent Mafaleo. He's gonna come by the studio tomorrow. We're gonna talk. He said he has some things he wants to talk about. He's back in the game. Potentially bare knuckle fighting happening next month at the Maverick Center.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. Our friend Zeke Latu also, he said he's looking at it. Mike Jones said the same thing. There's a lot of Utah guys that might be on this next bare knuckle fighting card. And it's exciting, man. It's exciting.
Can I say I have one thought? No, that is exciting. You talked about musicians, rappers, not betting on themselves like fighters do. I think, a fighter has to bet on themselves. right? When you get to, especially to get to a certain level, music industry is the same thing, but like it's your life in fighting. You know, if you don't believe in yourself and you're going in there, you're going to get hurt. Where maybe if some of our artists had that same mentality, it would be different. I don't know.
And
I get people have lives and shit, you know, but so do these fighters. But it's just all in what your passion is and what you really want to do and what you want to be.
Exactly. And to be honest with you, I see going to the gym, being around these fighters, and hearing their stories. Man, some of these guys have fought addiction. There's a really good story about a guy named Mitch Ramirez. He made it to the UFC straight from Utah. He did 7 years I think it was 7 years, 4 years in prison. He was addicted to really bad drugs, changed his life around, made it to the UFC. Inspiring story, right?
Yeah.
Another guy, Court McGee, who is probably the most, I don't want to say most famous Utahn that made it to the UFC, but another guy that fought addiction. His story, he coming out of addiction, making it to the highest level in combat sports. Just really good stories. You know, you got guys that have, you know, several kids. Mike Jones, he's expecting his 5th kid, and he's on the top of his game. Just a solid husband and father. You know,
that's awesome.
Really stand-up guys that I, you know, in this point in my life, that's what matters to me. Is like, I need to be around good fathers. I need to be a good, you know, around people that I can learn from and be inspired by, you know, and that our community here in Utah. I'm not saying every fighter is that, but what I am saying is I see more of that in the fight game than I do this music industry game.
You're saying that rappers are bad fathers?
Absolutely not. I can name a really good one in K the Dog right now, but I see what you tried to do.
Yeah, I'll clip that part. I'll just clip that. And that's where it'll end.
Follow us on Figure 4.
Gang, we're out.